We shine a light on the politics that shape our city. I'm Morgan, and today we're diving into a story that should have every resident paying attention. The term limits cover-up. For months, the people have fought for term limits on the city council. They followed the law, gathered the required signatures, and forced the council to take action. But instead of respecting the will of the people, the council pulled every trick in the book to stop term limits from becoming law. And now, the district attorney's office is trying to give them a free pass. Let's break it down. Segment 1, the council's illegal move. Here's the bottom line. The city charter requires that when a petition is certified, the city council must either pass the ordinance as written or call an election within 90 days. No exceptions, no delays. That's the law. But the council did neither. They refused to act even though they were legally required to do so. And that was before any lawsuits were filed. This wasn't a misunderstanding. It was an intentional move to block term limits. Segment 2, the DA's cover-up. So what happens when elected officials violate the law? In most places, they face consequences. But here, the district attorney's office, led by DA Marvin, decided to run interference for the council. Assistant DAs Chancellor Nairn and Cody Boyd issued a report saying there was no criminal wrongdoing. Their excuses? They claimed the council had discretion, they acted on legal advice, and any delays were out of their control. But that's all bogus. The charter gave them no discretion. The council had a duty, and they refused to perform it. Acting on bad legal advice is not a defense. If it were, every corrupt politician would just hire a lawyer to justify illegal actions. The delays were caused by the council itself. They refused to act, forcing citizens to take them to court. And here's the kicker. Assistant City Attorney Richard Ray is also an assistant district attorney. That means the DA's office was essentially investigating its own people. Conflict of interest? You bet. Segment 3, the legal case for malfeasance. Under Louisiana law, malfeasance in office, RS 14134, applies when a public official knowingly refuses to perform a legal duty. That's exactly what happened here. The council members who refused to act, Jeffrey Darby, Jeff Free, Vince Maggio, David Montgomery, and Don Williams, should be held accountable. But instead of applying the law fairly, the DA's office is running cover. This isn't just about term limits anymore. This is about possible corruption at the highest levels of city and parish government. Segment 4, what happens next? So what can we do? First, spread the word. Share this episode, talk to your neighbors, and let people know the truth. Second, demand accountability. Call the DA's office, show up at council meetings, and make it clear that residents won't accept politicians ignoring the law. And finally, vote. If these officials think they can get away with this, they're wrong. It's up to us to make sure they're held accountable, either in court or at the ballot box. That's it for today's Deep Dive with Morgan. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on social media to stay updated. And remember, democracy only works when we hold our leaders accountable. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.